Okay, let's wear some rings before we start. Rings. This black one, I like this. Wear two on one finger. That's the trend right now. This is gonna be very awkward for me, but let's just do this. Let me try and see whether this is focused. Okay, alright. Okay, hey guys, so I thought I'd come on here to speak very briefly on my experience being in Palestine or Falasteen, since a lot of you guys are actually quite curious about that, so I'm gonna do it. I guess I'll start by saying that I'm sure a lot of people may think that it is generally an unsafe place to visit because of the war or dispute between Israelis and Palestinians. Yes, I'm not gonna deny that it is pretty tense, especially being clearly Muslim. You'll get looked at differently, you'll get treated differently, and I definitely felt that when I was at the border checkpoint going from Jordan to Palestine. I'm not gonna get into the specifics of what happened, but let's just say I internally rolled my eyes about 100 times. Being in Palestine, so surreal. It was crazy. A lot of mixed emotions, a lot of mixed feelings were involved. I remember feeling angry, I felt sad, but at the same time I felt happy, and I felt so much love for this country that I've never been in until now. It is such a beautiful country with such a rich history and rich culture, and the people there are beautiful as well. All I have to say, the first time I was there, I mean, the Arabs that I saw were much different than the ones, in Dubai or in Saudi. They just seem more guarded, and they have a good reason to be and to feel guarded because of what they've gone through over the years. But the ones that I've met and spoken to are actually the sweetest people that I've ever came across. I mean, you could be walking down the street and a random Palestinian will say ahlan wa sahlan or welcome, like just randomly. Or you'd enter a store or the mosque or walk past a Muslim and they will greet you with assalamu alaikum, which means peace be upon you, and they will throw in a smile as a bonus if you're lucky. The truth is, these people, they love it when foreigners or tourists like myself come to visit them and their land. Like, they want us to come, and they might even give you free food and free stuff. And the thing with that is that I think that they don't get a lot of tourists coming to visit them. Like, when we come and we talk to them, they're curious about where we come from, and they will actually come up to us first and ask us where we're from, and they get so happy. And it's a very touching thing to behold when someone welcomes you that much into their country. But the sad fact of it all is that we cannot deny that we all have that stigma and fear of going there. And from what I've learned, I think that the main culprit is the media. You see, I feel like it is so important for us to know and be reminded of how the media works exactly. The media will only show us what sells, and what sells is always going to be the negative and the controversial story. So they show you the fights, they'll show you the clashes, they'll show you the tension between Israeli forces and Palestinian Muslims. And as a result of that, us Muslims, we feel scared to come visit Palestine. But you know what? Alhamdulillah, it is very much safe for us to come. And the thing is, these people, they need our support no matter what, both financially and economically. And perhaps politically as well if you're about that life. I feel that we need to patron their shops. We need to buy from them and make sure they continuously have the means to survive, you know? I mean, from what I've seen, alhamdulillah, they are still going strong. You know, we always have to be grateful for what we have, and alhamdulillah, it's not that bad. But in spite of that, there is still an obvious disparity in the standard of living between Palestinians and Israelis, obviously. So I feel that it is very, very important for us to let them know that they still have supporters coming from all over the world. So I would say, talk to these people, listen to their stories. It will give you a new perspective on life. It will give you a new sense of graciousness on life and a new insight into the struggles of these people. I guess what I'm saying is that don't feel intimidated by what you see and read online. I mean, it can get intimidating because when you go there, you will start seeing separation walls everywhere, electric fences, Israeli checkpoints every time you want to enter every city, and Israeli soldiers wearing bulletproof vests and carrying huge ass rifles, especially in Area A, which is administered by the Palestinian Liberation Organization, or PLO. Israeli soldiers are still scattered everywhere, and that can get intimidating, especially coming from someone who lives in such a safe place like Singapore. But despite that, I mean, as a tourist and a foreigner, we don't have to feel afraid of that. I mean, these soldiers, they cannot do much to us as long as we don't provoke them. You know, most of the time I just ignore them. I just look straight. I don't even look them in the eye. Like, I don't really care about these people. And the same goes to the Israelis living there as well. I'm not gonna lie, I've had my fair share of death stares when I was there, again being clearly Muslim, but not all of them are like that. Alhamdulillah, like there are still those that were nice to me and they still talk to me, but then again, that's because I am a foreigner. I mean, I bet the story is different with Palestinian Arabs. Bottom line is, it is still safe and definitely very educational, very interesting to see segregation in action. I mean, we've all heard of segregation stories, but it is always an intangible thing, you know? When you go there, when you see it for yourself, it becomes real. Like, you'll start having a reality check, and you know, like, things are not as okay as they seem, and we need to do something about that. Other than that, it's also very interesting to see one place, one country, one land being patronized by three of the biggest and most influential religious communities in the world. Like, I've learned so much, not only about Islam, but also about Christianity and Judaism, and also about Palestinian Arab culture and the Jewish ideology. Like, there is so much to learn when you're there. So much stories to hear, so much history to know. It's just, I love it. Like, it's mind-blowing to me. Okay, I'm not gonna ramble any further, but all I'm gonna say now is that it is so important for us to know for ourselves and to see with our own eyes what the state of things are and how things are over there. Like, it does not only involve Palestine, it includes everywhere, all countries of the world. If you have the means, travel and see the world. It is truly educational, it was truly eye-opening, and again, if you have the means, please go and visit these people and talk to them. Go there with an open mind and an open heart and just learn. There's so much to learn from these people. Get out of your comfort zone, broaden your horizons, and look for new perspectives on life and just learn. Okay, I'm not gonna chat any further. I hope this has been beneficial and I hope it's been interesting enough. I don't think it was. And yeah, if you have any questions about this trip, then just feel free to ask me. I'm very friendly. I don't know. Most of you are my friends, so yeah. And that's all from me.
About Palestinians from East Jerusalem, like me. I was born in Jerusalem, so I have the Israeli ID, but Jordanian passport. I have to stay in Jerusalem. I can pass all the Israeli checkpoints because I have the Israeli ID, but I should stay in Jerusalem. I should pay a lot of taxes. Now we come to the third category of Palestinians in the West Bank. Like here, we are in the West Bank. They have the Palestinian ID and Palestinian passport, Palestinian Authority passport. But if they would like to be in Jerusalem, no, they are not allowed. If you would like, for example, to be in Jordan, they should have permission from the Israeli side because the borders, the checkpoints, the airport, everything within the Israeli hand. Now we come to the fourth category of Palestinians in Gaza Strip. Gaza Strip is the most overcrowded strip in the world, location, under siege. The borders are closed by the Egyptian side and by the Israeli side.